Edifier X3s. These earbuds cost me £20 and 36 pence, though they usually run you around $39.99. So as you can tell, I have the pink pair, but they are also available in black and blue. They have 6-hour playback on a single earbud charge and 18 hours playback with the case. Now I've had earbuds half the price of this with a better battery life, so the battery life on these isn't great. They are IP55 dust and water resistance, which is always nice to see. Nice to know if it starts raining when you're out and about, they aren't going to break. Connecting them to your phone is pretty easy. Simply hold down the left earbud for a few seconds, it'll make a little beep, and then it should pop up on your phone, and then you just tap it and it should connect then and there. All around, very easy to connect. I didn't come across any problems, which is always nice. There's nothing worse than getting a new Bluetooth device and it refuses to connect to your phone. So these guys connect just fine. Now the audio on these is a bit tinny for my liking, especially when listening to less bass heavy songs. They sound very empty. There isn't much bass to them. And without the bass, the sound that you're left with isn't great. Some headphones and earbuds can get away with having less bass because they have really great sound quality. These guys, not so much. So yeah, they're not great. Even heavy bass songs don't sound that bassy on these things, which is a little annoying, especially for the price of the retail of £40. I was expecting more from them. It's not so bad that it's painful to listen to music through them, but there is better sounding earbuds out there at half the price of these that sound better. So for audio quality on these things, they're decent-ish, but not amazing. Now I quite like the touch controls on these guys. It's one tap to pause, slide forward goes forward a song, slide back goes back a song, and then slide up and slide down controls the audio. They have very similar touch controls to the Bose 700 if you are familiar with those headphones. Though they do quite often mistake a slide forward or a slide back with a pause, and even the slide up and down is mistaken for a pause quite a lot of the time. So I find myself pausing these more than I'd like to when using the touch controls, which is fair enough. It's a very small surface area, so it's understandable why it would think a slide is a tap. However, I think they could have done a better job with the touchpads on these, so that is another annoyance with these things. The battery life I found ranges between 5 and 6 hours, which is what the box claims you'll get, but still 5 to 6 hours on a single earbud charge or a single earbud charge isn't amazing. I have tried some that go 7, 8, even 9 hours. The U greens here that I was testing earlier, they have a battery life of around 8 hours per earbud charge, and they are £20, so better battery life at half the price. Yeah, and even the battery in the case isn't great, only giving it 18 hours. So the battery in the case isn't even that big. Speaking of the case, it looks awfully familiar to the AirPod Pro case. Same design, just a little bit smaller, which is fine. The AirPod Pro case is a great design, so it makes sense they would want to copy that. However, that's really the only good thing to say about this case. There is no wireless charging. There is no LED indicator showing you how much power they have or if they're connected or not, like most earbud cases. I can't remember the last time I came across an earbud case that didn't have a little light on it to indicate the battery life or if it was connected or not. This guy here, there is nothing, so you have no idea how much battery you have in your earbuds, which is pretty annoying. Of course, you can connect to your phone and then it will tell you the power. But if you're about to go on a trip or something, you just want to flick open the case and see how much power you have. You don't want to have to connect them all up just to check if you've got enough power for your trip. All round, these look pretty fancy and high-end, but they don't sound fancy or high-end, and they don't perform fancy or high-end. So they're overall quite disappointing. As I said in the beginning of the video, I only paid £26 for these, so it's not too bad, but if I were to pay the full price of $39.99, I would be quite disappointed in these. The only thing they really have going for them is the looks. They look quite nice. So yeah, if sound quality doesn't mean too much to you and you're in the market for a nice looking pair of earbuds, then these are good for you. But if you're looking for some more high-end audio quality, definitely shop around and look for some others. As I said a bit earlier, the U greens are great. The battery life is great. The sound quality is amazing for the price. Like, these are £20. I'm mind-blowingly good. So yeah, they're all round all right, but I personally would not recommend getting them. Well, that's it from me. See ya.